Their stop motion stuff is way more iconic.
How weird is that? How are the people who made your childhood favorite Christmas special also the people who made Return of the King and the Hobbit?
This is the Grindhouse Podcast. We're coming to get you, Barbara.
Which is where we get into the Return of the King.
Which is not that Return of the King. Hey, I forgot to say this about the music. So they wanted Zeppelin. Mm-hmm. They couldn't do it. And I'm pretty sure it's the Lord of the Rings movie, but it might be the Return of the King one. I don't remember. That guy ended up hurrying up and doing it. He used the same exact music exactly in Star Trek 4. Like there's I think it's a battle part. It's the same, like note for note, the same music in a different movie.
Well, welcome back to part 2 of the Lord of the Rings extended cut. We are back talking about Return of the King. I did this on purpose to mirror how this movie came out. Yeah. So, the sword has been flown in the air, and we caught it once more to talk to you about Return of the King, which, as pointed out, is not this Return of the King. I did not use the artwork on that steelbook, but in vain, I'm using it. It is the... You're on that camera.
Whoa. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Not the movie we're talking about right there.
But it does have the seal of Rohan on it.
Right.
Which I'm glad it does because Pippin has Rohan on his blue little tunic, which it doesn't make sense why he would have it unless you had the context of why he has it.
Right.
He's the Duke or the ward of Theoden's court, essentially. But, so welcome back. We are talking about basically the spiritual successor of
The Hobbit. Yes.
In almost every way. They add, and I think this is what you were talking about last time, where it opens up as a flashback story.
Yeah. Right.
It's Bilbo's 129th birthday. Yep. And much to everybody who loved The Hobbit's pleasure, a lot of the cast came back.
Yeah.
And they got some pretty big names to round out the cast. So, coming out
I think the only people that didn't come back died.
Well, the dwarves wouldn't have come back, you know.
Right, yeah.
But Gandalf is still...
John Huston.
Yes, and Frodo is Orson Bean. Aragorn is Theodore Bike, or is it
Bickle?
Bickle. I can't read my handwriting sometimes. Who I'm not very familiar with, but I recognize his voice. Big name coming in as Sam, Mr. Roddy McDowell.
Yeah.
Grindhouse alumni from the Planet of the Apes franchise. And for the first time appearing on the podcast is Casey Kasem as Merry.
That was it. Yes, that's who I was talking about last time. Yeah, Casey Kasem.
Randy, are you familiar with Casey Kasem?
No.
So in the 80s, Casey Kasem had a radio show that he was really well known for that's featured in Ghostbusters. He also did this little role back in the 60s for Hanna-Barbera, the Shaggy on Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah. I know that guy.
He's the original voice for Shaggy.
The original voice for Shaggy, yeah. That radio show was huge every week, the Top 40 Countdown. But
that's real. In Ghostbusters, it is in there.
Yeah.
Dana, when they blow up and Dana's cutting her vegetables.
Right.
I'm a little bit of a Ghostbuster nerd. But Sonny Meldenerez is Pippin, and he was in the Jetsons.
Okay.
William Conrad is Denethor. Have I been saying Denethor? Anytime I've said Rohan and I get all these names mixed up.
Yeah, it's hard.
Denethor is the guy who Pippin is serving. Denethor is the father of Boromir and Fenrir.
Right, okay. Right.
He's played by John Noble.
Yeah, right, yes.
The John Noble character is who I've been talking about. So when I said I don't even remember now who I said, but it's supposed to be Denethor, as Lord Denethor of Rohan.
Right,
Not
right.
Rohan. All these names. I was doing so good. Rohan is where Theoden is from.
Yes.
Denethor is from Aragorn's town. Why can I never remember this?
Because it's all weird and hard. That's why.
The writer's from Rohan, and then what is this place? Anyway, big white castle,
Right.
Which is again identical in both versions. So Rankin Bass and Jackson had the same looking. I
With
have to
that
know.
wedge that comes out.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Hey, will you look up where Aragorn is king of? Aragorn, king of.
I thought it was Rohan.
No, Rohan is where they go first.
I thought you know what? I thought that was what he was king of, because all these
Aragorn is the king of the reunited kingdom of Gondor.
Gondor!
Yes, that's right. That is what I thought. Yeah,
I've been saying it. I get those two
Gondor.
mixed up all the time.
Yeah, I do too. Though I don't know. Like even you mentioned that this Lord of the Rings, that the world doesn't seem that big.
Yeah.
And in the Jackson one, it is way
Massive.
bigger. But I get all that correct confused all the time.
I think Rohan is a really cool city. I like how in this they have Gandalf giving a voiceover. They had him doing a voiceover in the first one. They didn't mention that, and I like how they parallel that in this too. But they talk about how you can go to like the 70th floor or something and look over the entire city and not be on the top still.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's huge. It's a massive city. And
and you know what's really great about it, especially in the Peter Jackson one, is that the lower levels aren't covered in shit. Because
it would
the
be
kind of stuff they used to do, and they would all run downhill.
they had indoor
The place
plumbing.
nobody wants to go because it's covered in crap.
Don't go down there. Foul evil lives down there. So on the cover of this, you'll see the tree and these little sparkles and stuff like that. That is a representative of the tree of Gondor that is said to rebloom once the next king has arrived, essentially. Because, Aragorn's been gone. By the way,
Do that in the Jackson movie. It's all over the petals coming off
Yes.
and everything.
they do not do that
Very
in this
beautiful.
one.
No.
A lot of the lore is absent from these movies that you could, I guess, take it or leave it, but I think it just adds to it in
Yeah, I
a
do
more
too.
poetic way.
Yeah.
Because the tree's dead.
Yeah.
It's just a
it looks
dead tree. And when they're talking to John Noble, he's like, this is my place. I'm the ruler. There's no king. It's me.
Yeah.
And the whole town, the whole kingdom of Rohan is like basically in shambles. Not Rohan, Gondor is basically in
Right.
shambles. They're just not living well. He's living great. Everybody else is not.
Yeah.
So this tree is on their flags. It's on their armor. It's everywhere because it's their kind of thing. It's their heritage. It's their crest. Which is why it's on Pippin's thing, is because he becomes a citizen of Gondor. Of whatever.
Yeah, right.
And is Duke to Theoden. They added him in this movie just to immediately get rid of him.
Who?
Theoden.
Oh, right.
Like.
A is nobody.
Well, he's a big part in the book, apparently, and
Yeah.
he has a big thing going on in this movie. But in this one, he basically is insane, goes insane, and kills himself because they hear the Black Fleet is coming,
Yeah.
and nothing can stand up to that.
Right. And he don't want to be around for it.
Yeah, so
Because he's not a king. He's just
No.
the guy in charge. The regional manager.
Basically, so in this, we open up with Bilbo's 129th party, and he's barely awake for any of this. But I do like how you have Elrond there and Gandalf there,
Mm-hmm.
and you have Merry, Pippin, Frodo, and Sam, just kind of for an intimate little party, and then just some wacky who's going to tell the story of Bilbo and Frodo. It's like, oh, we made it into a song.
You know, right before you get into this, the poster for this, because it was a TV movie, it's like Frodo and Sam on a horse. Like, they're going to be the king. And they have nothing to do with being kings.
No.
And they don't even want to be.
They're not even in Rohan.
Right.
They're Gondor. They're not even. They're on the mountain. They're in Mordor.
Yeah.
They weren't even present for that. I kind of, because I think the DVD too has that poster on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The DVD I took for this disc did not. It was one of those like Walmart $5 bin where it's the ring and then they've got the people drawn in. It sucked. I hate that artwork, which is why it's this now. But
yeah, this is the movie poster.
This is cool.
Yeah.
So we open up to that. It's going to be in song. If you didn't like the songs in The Hobbit, buckle up because these ones are worse.
It's the same guy that did them, yeah.
There's one song that I was like, okay. This
Where
is
there's a whip. Yeah, that one's okay.
So cringy and lame. I love it. Where there's a whip, there is a way. Like, come on. I kind of wish Randy watched this one because I think you would have actually.
I think I know that song though.
You do?
Yeah.
But this it also uses a lot of the same stings that you heard in The Hobbit, particularly the one when they're talking about the Misty Mountains in Bilbo's house, where it goes boom, boom, that stuff. Every time you see the ring, it makes that noise. And you know what? We had that Hobbit growing up, and I liked that Hobbit a lot. So to watch this one years later, it did feel like. It was like a family reunion almost.
Right, yeah.
I did have a pretty intimate experience with this. It was very nice. Very nostalgic for me. Especially when they do a basic recap of The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Or Bilbo's little scrimmage with Gollum there. Now, in The Hobbit originally, the ring wasn't the ring. And,
originally, right, yeah.
Gollum bets the ring and gives it willingly. They changed that once The Lord of the Rings was written.
Right.
Tolkien did. And he re-released it with a different telling and a different foreword. Where he was like, the story you read before was that of Bilbo. This is what really happened. These are the real events of it. And then you get the whole riddle battle and
that's the only one I ever.
why it's so connected. This does not flow very well with the first one. There's
They don't flow with nothing.
it almost feels like I put on Batman 89 for you. Or no, I put on Batman and Robin for you, right? And we're watching Batman and Robin. And you're like, wow, this is pretty good. And I'm like, all right, we're going to put on The Dark Knight, which is a sequel to this. Well, okay, it's got the same characters, but like, this is radically different.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I
Batman
mean?
and Robin is not a good movie.
It's an experience.
It is. But yeah, it is.
It's a comic book.
There's the same kind of words are going to be in this, but it's nothing.
It is so drastically unlike the Bashi one that it does feel like you didn't watch part one.
Yeah.
Like you are in part two of a movie you didn't see the first part of.
Exactly.
And like obviously they were contracted to do this, or they got contracted to do this because part two of this fell through.
Yeah, but fell through.
It's probably cheaper to make, I would say, but I feel like
I'm
it's
sure it was
animated
cheaper.
better. You know,
Do you think the Rankin and Bass is animated better than?
no, I think because it is
it's
true
animation. Yeah,
you know?
that's all.
it's animated better, but
It has this signature look,
yeah,
but there's nothing to write home about. I don't think about any
not
of
comparatively.
this. Yeah,
And that's what kind of sucks.
their stop motion stuff is way more iconic.
How weird is that? How is
Yeah.
how are the people who made your childhood favorite Christmas special also the people who made Return of the King and the Hobbit.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It is
and they're
weird.
not, they don't look the same. Like, people don't believe that those are the same people.
Yeah.
I like, hey, you know, that's Rankin Bass. I'm like, who's that? Oh, you know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Right.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
It is.
But they did, or Frosty the Snowman doesn't look anything like that. But you can see, I think it's a lot of them with the eyes. They do the eyes the same.
Yeah, they do. The voice acting, I think, in this is better because I think the quality is better.
Yes.
Because something about Bashy's audio mixing is kind of either hard to hear or kind of phonography.
Yeah, sometimes.
No.
Yeah, it is.
A lot
Now
of
that you mention it, yeah.
particles on it. This one sounded really clean and really good. It's just kind of a little basic TV, you know.
That's exactly what it is.
Songs are cringy. They're
And boring.
rough. They're kind of rough to get to, and there are more in this. Like The Hobbit had like 2 songs, and then the
recurring theme.
the recurring one that would keep playing. These ones had like every other where they were going was going to be a song.
Yeah.
And then they had the reoccurring the ring will corrupt you song that kept playing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think because by this time, like Disney stuff has music.
It's all
in
the
it.
rage. Well, yeah, it's the 80s.
It's
the
the
Disney
1980,
movie
yeah.
coming out is going to be the Dark Cauldron, isn't it? Black Cauldron?
Probably that, or like it's right there. And I don't think the Dark Cauldron has songs in it, but which looks fabulous.
Well,
Looks
'cause,
way better than this.
I brought that up because that was like Disney trying to be more adult.
Yeah.
Because The Little Mermaid came out at the end of the 80s.
Right, but like The Great Mouse Detective was in the early 80s. And they were doing live action stuff a lot too, like Tron and the Black Hole. But it's still songs were a lot in Disney shit, and I think they kind of, well, that's what they do. This to be successful, that's what we're gonna do, and they whiffed it because these songs suck. There's other folk people if you want to use folk music.
I was like, why didn't you hire like Peter, Paul, and Mary?
Yeah.
You know,
Even, or like get Bob Dylan, tell him you're gonna do some acoustic stuff.
I am Sam. Going to the mountain.
Where there's a whip.
Alrighty. So
This
we
probably
do
would have
have
been a phenomenal movie if Bob Dylan did the music for it.
Oh my god.
Even if it was electric, it would have been pretty cool. Although 1980, Bob Dylan maybe not. So, but like Hurricane came out around this time, so it probably would have been pretty good.
So we have a lot of the same character models used in this too, which I really liked. They didn't try to update or match his stuff. They
Yeah.
said, well, we already drew Gandalf, here he is.
Right.
We've already drawn Bilbo, here he
And
is.
what's his name? Smiggle there. What?
Smeagol,
Gollum,
yeah,
yeah.
they already drew him, here he is.
Why is he standing up like that? He's supposed to look like a frog.
I do, man. They really do.
And like his mouth. How's he going to bite
He's
just
got a
one
beak.
finger off?
Yeah. How does he? I do like how it took Bill. Like this whole thing. I don't remember how long it took, but from just leaving the Shire to going to Mount Doom took I think. Randy, will you look it up? Because I think it's like a decade or something like that.
I don't think it's that long.
It was
think it's
19
like 2
years in
years.
between Bilbo's birthday and Gandalf coming back to tell him that the ring is messed up.
That makes sense.
What
You
is
know,
it?
the start when they leave the Shire to when they
How long does Frodo take to
go to
journey to Mount Doom?
can't be 2 years. They're on foot
Yeah, it
they're
could be 2
traveling
years. Or maybe just
across
one.
country.
And but coming back would be quick.
Yeah,
And they
it's all
should have
downhill.
taken them fucking Eagles, man.
Approximately 6 months to get to.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was
6
closer to a
months?
year, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They
Well, they
spend
don't-
like maybe
The only
I'm thinking
time they
of Bilbo.
ever get into any kind of snow is in the mountains.
And they go through
So,
it.
like, because I would say that because, like, going from Philadelphia to Oregon, it takes a little more than 6 months. I think it took 9 months. And you had winter in there, and you're not going anywhere in the winter.
I thought their journey was a lot longer than that.
No,
but I also might be thinking of Bilbo's journey because Bilbo, like his breaks, like when he was in Rivendell, they were like
he was there for
wild.
a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, like in, I'm going to start thinking about Jackson's. When they go to Rivendell, it's like they're sitting at a hotel for a night. It's like, and then they got breakfast in the morning and get out. Time to go. Take your funny ring.
Get the hell out of here. So this movie picks up and starts with Frodo being captured by the orcs,
Right.
Who are, like you pointed out, basically redrawn goblins.
Right.
Like they're some of them are taller and skinnier, but like that same look is
Yeah.
transferred over here.
But they're not nowhere. They might be mean talking, but you see those orcs coming. After you shit your pants, you're going to be running.
These orcs felt more D&D orcs.
Yeah, like bad guys. They're
Yeah.
just the bad guys.
Like when you think of orc, you think of basically what they thought, and this is where it is.
Yeah.
You don't think of like that's. See, that's why I give respect to Bashy stuff is because of how experimental it was. Mm-hmm. Because of how just different and unique all of his character designs.
I think
were.
it's the superior of all three of them.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it is. I think it's a good. Well, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, and just it goes beyond that too with the artistry of it.
So you don't loop this in with his stuff. You think this is its own thing,
Oh yeah, definitely.
even though it's supposed to be the sequel.
it's
to that?
supposed to be the sequel, but it don't really work.
It doesn't, and it left out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like Gimli and what's his name
Yeah, Gimli and Legolas
aren't even in it,
aren't in it at all.
and they're pretty crucial to the story.
Especially around
And
this point.
they don't like. Sam's got to rescue Frodo.
Yes. Are you going to talk
He
on
does
it?
that, right?
So we pick up
Yeah,
where
right, that's what
Frodo's
you're
been
saying.
captured and Sam's got to go catch him.
Right.
Okay? But where we left off here, they're resting together without any trouble.
Yeah.
So what happened here? How did this happen? They cut out a big fucking part.
Yeah.
Do you know what they cut out? Do you remember what it is?
Isn't it the Shelob stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the big spider. She's a god, by the way. Like, Sauron doesn't even mess with her. And my headcanon is because my buddy Fuller loves Lord of the Rings. And when we were watching this all, he was like, yeah, he's one of the primordials. He was there before. Like, the darkness is essentially what she is.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, he doesn't mess with Shelob because he's afraid of spiders. He's telling everybody that Shelob's a god and all this stuff, but in all reality,
It's just a spider.
He's afraid of spiders. They found him in the cave, and he's like, okay, well, everybody
Don't go in that
stay
cave
away from
anymore.
there. But yeah, so I guess we really got to address what they left out first because Sauron never died. They
right.
never show it. Wormtongue never went back to Isengard and killed him. The Ents never took Isengard.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wormtongue's not even in this, is he?
he's in the Bashy one.
Yeah, I meant the new one. I mean the Return of the King.
in Rankin Bass's, no.
Yeah, the
Wormtongue's not in
continuity is
there.
all messed up.
Which is why I'm like, this is part 2 of a movie we didn't see.
Yeah.
Because Sauron never dies. They don't take Isengard. They don't fight Shelob. Treebeard shows up here, and then Merry and Pippin are just now in 2 different places.
Yeah, right.
Faramir altogether just isn't in the movie, which is a big part of the story. He's just gone.
yeah.
Theoden's entire character is gone. He's just some wacky-o who kills himself. Legolas and Gimli are gone. The Army of Dead are gone.
Yeah.
They just don't tell any of that
Yeah,
part
it's
of it.
really weird. Because it's a 2-hour movie.
No, not this one. It's an hour and a half.
Well, with commercials. It's 2 hours. I was thinking of it like that. But, yeah, it's too abridged
It is.
to make, and then it kind of doesn't make sense.
It's really speed running.
Yeah.
Like the first one you thought was fast, this one's faster. Like you asked your older brother to slow down in the car and he doesn't. So we pick up the orcs that have Frodo. they're looking for the ring. Frodo doesn't have the ring. It dropped on the floor. Sam has the ring.
Right.
Sam rescues Frodo, and he's like, "Look, Frodo, I have the ring." And Frodo in this is night and day. In this one, he's like, "We can do it, Sam. We're just a couple of buddies." And he's like, "Give me that ring back, you son of a bitch. How dare you?" He's already confirmed. Like, everybody's like, Anakin's portrayal in Revenge of the Sith, it was too quick. He shouldn't have fallen that quick. But, like, it's scene 1. Frodo's completely gone. And, from there on, he's basically a slave to the ring.
Yeah.
How Jackson has him, too. Like, he's basically, once Return of the King starts, that corruption is too much. The ring itself weighs him down.
Right.
Now,
like physically.
Yeah. So we see a lot of just like, darker Frodo. I kind of like how just holding the ring, I guess, imbues them with a sense of like power, because everybody reacts to him as if they're about to meet God.
Yeah.
And like they're outlined in this glowing thing. The music starts intensifying, and they get this angry look. That's a pretty cool way to do that without putting on the ring. Like just possessing it gives you that power.
Right.
I think that they got the characterization a little bit down better in this one, because Sam isn't a goofball.
Right, yeah.
Frodo's more susceptible to the ring. Gandalf, while being aloof, doesn't give up on his purpose, because when Gandalf died and became Gandalf the White, he basically got a memory wipe.
Yeah.
So his personality changed. Goofy old Gandalf the Grey died, and now here to kick some butt, Gandalf the White is around, and I think they handle that a little bit better. Aragorn's still Aragorn. He shows up at the end of this.
When he's got to return.
He misses all of the fight.
That he's crucial in.
He's a big part of this.
Yeah.
I also really do like how you do get the Mouth of Sauron, and it's more of a human general with the helmet on. It's not a demonic, gross-looking, maybe zombie face orc or whatever it was, because he's got that helmet on and it's just his gross mouth, which I guess is it a deleted scene? The interaction with the Mouth of Sauron in Jackson's. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't think I do. The mouth. I know that he's really tall and has that weird hat on, but you can't see any of his face.
That is Sauron.
Right.
The Mouth of Sauron is basically his informant. And see if you can pull up a picture of the Mouth of Sauron. He when they get to the Black Gate, and Aragorn's like, "Come on out and face your..."
Right.
The guy who comes out on the horse, he's got a white mouth. It's all toothy. And he's like, "You don't remember that?" Because then maybe it is a deleted scene. And Aragorn cuts his head off.
He talks to somebody. I thought it was a guy. Does he cut his head off? I don't know. Let me see a picture of him. But are you talking about in the Peter Jackson one, right?
Yes.
He does. I know when he calls them out. Yeah, maybe nobody does come out and they just open the doors and they get surrounded.
Then maybe it is a deleted scene.
It might be.
Because right after he cuts his head off, they run back and the army shows up. You just killed the guy who probably shouldn't have. But they show him in this, and him.
Yeah. I think I've seen that. No, I think it's in there.
So
I'm just forgetting it.
He's like, "I am the Mouth of Sauron." But then somebody voice dubbed it, and he's still looking like that. But he's like, "Hi, I'm."
Hey guys, what's up?
It's really funny. But in this, you see him. He's got a different helmet on. He's a guy, and he's like, "Oh, you." He's just another one of his cronies. Get out of here. If you're not gonna fight, then we're just gonna raid.
Right.
Then you get the Witch King in this too. I like how it's like a spirit inside, because he takes his helmet off to confront Gandalf. And he's like, "Don't you know? No man can hurt me. I am invulnerable." And it's just a set of glowing red eyes. Like it's just nothing in his suit, and I think that's a really interesting idea to
That
do.
is.
Because the Witch King is the head of the Ring Wraith. He's
Right.
just one of the Nazgul.
Yeah.
And you see the Nazgul in this also riding like Dark Pegasus, and they're like zombies. Like the whole look of them is completely unique to this too.
Yeah.
But I don't think you would, like, if I showed you a picture of him, you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's a Nazgul. It just looks like a zombie, really.
Right.
And that you kind of lose something with that.
Yeah, they just rode black horses in that one.
Yeah,
Right.
And in the Jackson one.
Don't they have those serpent flying things?
The Witch King does. I don't know if they
Oh.
all do, but
No, well,
definitely.
yeah, there's more than one does because they're swooping around a lot.
Or maybe they're well, the Witch King has like a dragon.
Yeah.
Like it's a full-on mini looking.
All right, in the Jackson one, when I can
guarantee
what's his
that.
name is there, Gollum is there. He sees him run out,
Uh-huh.
and then I think he gets captured. They're riding black horses, so they do ride black horses for the most part. Maybe it is the same one over and over again,
It could be.
but I meant that serpenty.
But I also know
flying
they
thing.
have like giant bats or something.
Yeah, something
that
like that.
Fight alongside them too. I didn't write it down, but the Grog, I think his name is the Battergram.
Yeah,
It's so big they give it a name. That makes an appearance, which I really liked. Because that's something you could have cut out.
sure.
You definitely could have had something else in that place. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just a battering ram. It's not anything special. But you kept that in there. You had the trolls from The Hobbit as the trolls in this, too.
Right.
Which is pretty cool to see. But overall, it went by. Like, I was watching it, and I, hit the status button on my player, and it's like, you got 10 minutes left. I'm like,
They need to
Damn.
wrap this up.
10 minutes? Wow. Because it's all conflict.
Yeah.
From the start of the thing. And they keep kind of cutting it up where you're cutting back and forth to Frodo's story and Aragorn's story.
Yeah.
Not Aragorn's story, Gandalf's story. And kind of tandem. Like Gandalf's story is supposed to be the main one.
Right.
And like, well, if the sun's coming out, that means they must be closer to Mount Doom. Cuts there, and now they're closer to Mount Doom.
Right.
There wasn't a lot of fluff in this. It definitely felt more linear, one place to another place to another place. Like, we didn't really detour at all. Which, I mean, love it or hate it, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the rest of it basically plays out the same in the Jackson one too, where you just have this onslaught of orcs. The riders from Rohan show up.
Yep.
King Theoden dies. Arwen shows up and she's like, "You kill my uncle, I'll kill you." And she's like, "Don't you know the prophecy? You can't kill me. I can't fall to no man." And she's like, "I am no man."
Right.
Which is a really cool line. Not what he meant, but
Yeah.
pretty neat. Mary hits him. She kills him, and he's dead. In this one, though, I don't understand how the king died, because the horse just was bucking, and he was like, calm down. And then he's on the floor. Like in the other one, like the Witch King hits him hard, kills him, and then it's like, now I'm going to feed you to my dragon before she shows up. Like, it just didn't feel... It's like, like King Theoden dies. You read that in the book, and I'm like, all right, well, how am I going to make this work? All right, he's just dead now. Like, like they just cut too much out.
Yeah. Right.
But then kept weird things in. It's strangely paced, I think. Like
Yeah.
it feels a little all over the place.
It is all over. That's what I get to. It's just basically all over the place, and they're like just hitting the notes of things.
Yeah.
Like this happens. I guess kind of like somebody telling a story, especially if it's going to be a song. You know what I mean?
And that might be why they have that in there, because they knew, like, hey, man, this is not...
We don't have enough time for this.
Yeah.
It's too
not
dense.
doable.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, love it or hate it, this is the extended edition, and, like, it's 4.5 hours long, I think, and,
Yeah.
like, you need it. Unfortunately, like, you really do need it
Yeah.
because there's just too much that happens.
I think also it was a TV. The Return of the King was a TV movie, and it was for kids, whereas the PG version, it was rated PG because of her violence and weirdness.
Was made
Is
for more
marketed
adults.
to a larger audience, where this is basically a kids movie,
Yeah.
and kids aren't really paying attention to all that world building and all
No,
that stuff.
and,
They're
like-
like, oh, and this happened, and now I'm going to play that. Oh, it's something we didn't talk about with Lord of the Rings. I never saw them, but they had action figures. They had like 6 action figures
Oh,
for
really?
that movie, yeah. And one of them was they had an orc one, they had a Gandalf one, I think a Frodo one, stuff like that.
Well, if I can get my hands on those, I will put them down here because that'd be cool.
I don't know where. I have never seen them, ever.
They're the Spaceballs action figures. They were made for one person and
Right.
never ever seen again. So, you know, Gollum and Sam have one final confrontation. Frodo goes into Mount Doom. Sam's like, "All right, cast it into the flame,
Yeah.
destroy it." He's like, "No," and he puts it on and he disappears. And Sam's like, "I'm screwed. What do I do now?" But here comes Gollum to save the day, bites his finger off, and falls into the lava.
Yeah.
And that
And
saves the day.
that's really cool too. That like, I'm talking about the Lord of the Rings. What's his name?
Which one?
Gollum.
Schmeagol.
Smeagol finds the ring,
Yes.
and on his birthday is so happy. Then he loses it for a long time, and that guy's got it for a long time.
Yeah.
And he finally gets it back, and then the Jackson one, you can see it, his joy in his face as he's falling in the lava.
And he doesn't.
Yeah, he holds it up. God,
So good.
so good, so much better.
You know, and like when I was watching The Hobbit and like when Bilbo takes it from him in the Jackson one, there's a part where Bilbo's looking right at Gollum and you can see like that's all I have, man. That is
Yeah.
my best friend. That's it. That's all I got. Please don't take it away from me.
Yeah,
And it's a little heartbreaking.
it is.
And then they torture him.
Oh my God.
Newsflash, the Uruk-hai and all those arms of Middle Earth,
Yeah,
they torture Gollum to
Yeah.
find any information they can on that ring.
And they get
the
one
only
word.
thing he says is Baggins. It's all he knows. And
he says Baggins and Shire.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what kicks off the whole thing is that they're coming for the ring.
Yeah,
But like he killed his friend, but then lived the rest of his life in isolation and in darkness, eating nothing but
raw
fish and bugs. And like in the Two Towers when Faramir takes him and he's hopping along and he's singing his little song and
Yeah.
he's got a fish.
Yeah, I
And-
love that.
It's just like it's heartbreaking sometimes,
It
man.
is.
Like
You really feel bad for him.
he's not a bad guy.
And then Sam says it's a pity Frodo didn't, or Bilbo didn't kill him when he did, and Gandalf's like, yeah, that's what it was. It was pity.
Pity. And then when Frodo sees him, he's like, I pity you too.
Yeah.
Like, and
But in the this one, the basket one, when they've got the rope on,
and it starts burning him.
yeah, he's just the way he's acting. That's so cool. I love that part.
They do that in the Jackson one too.
Yeah,
I
they do.
think. You know,
They
he's
do,
like,
but-
please.
He looks more annoyed. The cartoon one looks just more annoyed by that stuff.
Yeah, he's got more of a. What is the word? Animated face to him. Like,
Oh yeah,
you know,
totally.
like they're both animated, but like he's got more his expression on
Yeah.
his face. There's a lot of legwork in Gollum's eyes in the Jackson one. Like his eyes really are telling the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
'Cause they're so big.
Especially when he's talking to himself.
Oh, I
which he
love
does so
that.
great when he's like in between two things or whatever, and he just looks as like it's talking to a separate person.
Yeah.
But that is where
Love
you
how
see it.
that's
It's his
shot.
eyes and his well, what master, blah blah blah. He's like, oh, we're gonna kill him.
But we promised we'd help him.
Yeah.
He betrayed you. And I love how that's shot too. It's shot like it's two different people
it's
having a conversation. It sells that illusion so hard. And they kind of do it in the Bakshi one a little bit, but not really. And
not like Jackson's. His
no.
is perfect.
And they don't do it at all in this. Gollum's kind of a hurdle to get over in this one.
really.
It kind of is in the way. I kind of got annoyed with him because
In the way
he's
he talks.
obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know, like he's just there. He's and like they all do that. Like the hobbits is.
Yeah.
You know, like they all do that, which is kind of funny. I don't know if it's written that way.
I think it is.
Or not. And I would love. I'm excited to find that out. But like, how would you write hobbitses? You know, that word is said by all three of them
at the end. Yeah,
You know?
I think it is in the book like that.
Okay, because like that's clever.
Mm-hmm.
That's very clever writing for a book that's 100 years old now.
Oh yeah.
So Gollum bites his finger off and dies. The eagles come, pick them up, and get them the hell out of there because the mountain's blowing up now. The mountain kind of looked a lot like the Lonely Mountain to me. Mm-hmm. Like they just had a
Repurposed
mountain.
it. Yeah.
You know. But again, you don't see Sauron in either animated movies at all. There's no.
Right.
It's just kind of an implication of like
a Phantom Menace.
exactly. And they, you know, it's the timer.
Oh, we got to take the chicken out.
They what was I just saying? I'm sorry. That just
They don't show
distracted me.
Sauron. He's
just a Phantom Menace and a presence. And once he's defeated, like the sun comes out and everything's great. The hordes that works go away, and you get the sense of victory.
I like in the Jackson one, like basically the earth swallows them up.
Yeah, like it opens up. Oh, that's so cool. I did kind of want to show these because we keep mentioning these, the undead army, and this is, I mean, the scene is in this book.
They're green, and
Aragorn
I
has
think
the
there's a
sword.
Metallica song about green creeping death or something like that.
Can you see that right there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how Aragorn defeats the Black Fleet. Is he convinces these guys because
Yeah, right.
the whole reason why they're cursed is because his dad, Aragorn, son of
Arathorn.
he's wielding that sword and he's like, look, we're gonna do this, and they're like, we got you, buddy.
Yeah.
And then they bailed and left him to die. So the sword, I think it's a sword, cursed them to not be able to die ever. And so they've just been lying around. So he shows up. He's like, hey, look, you help us do this, I'll set you free.
Right.
That's all. I just need your help. And they, you know,
Decimated.
basically, you know, make Aragorn prove his worth by destroying everything around them and having them escape there. Comes out of the mountain. He's like, all right, we'll help you. And I guess in the book, they're just kind of a presence. There's a intimidation. Like, they don't really get involved still, but the Black Fleet sees them, and they're like, okay, never mind.
Run away.
But in the Jackson one, and implied in the other one too, they storm. They seize those boats. They kill all those people. And they take the ships to Gondor and fly the flag of Gondor. And they're like, hey, here we are. We're your reinforcements. Because the orcs think, you know, everybody thinks that the Black Fleet is here. Oh shit, we're all gonna die.
Right. Yeah.
But then it's Aragorn, and it's like, oh, never mind.
Surprise.
But yeah, so it ends with Gandalf. Well, Bilbo telling Frodo that he's gonna go with Gandalf and
To the west or whatever.
Elf guy.
Yep.
That he's gonna get on the white boat and they're just leaving.
Elrond.
Elrond. That the Middle Earth is for man now, and they got no need for them anymore. And explains to him that like Sam, who's not going, by the way.
Right.
Sam doesn't get to go. Sam didn't bear the ring. Sam just bear the ring bearer.
I don't think Sam wanted to go either. I think he just wants to go
he had a
home.
wife, and
Yeah.
they get on the boat. They sail towards the sunset. Merry, Pippin, and Sam, they basically age out into humans, and this is where the age of humans. That's where we
Right.
are.
Yeah.
We are in the third age of Middle Earth.
Right.
Age
I
of
think
Humanity.
So, something like that. Or that was the third age.
And we're in the fourth, or
Yeah,
whatever. You know,
something
we're in
like
the
that.
next bracket. That's why the Earth is flat. That's half a joke. I think there's some flat Earth map you can look at, and it's like, here we are, the ice wall, and then right outside the ice wall is like Middle Earth, and then outside of that is like Asgard, and it's just like, man, I wish I was living in your world.
Yeah, sometimes. That's pretty cool.
So this is probably one of the most influential stories really ever written.
Yeah, really.
You know, like it has shaped fantasy and storytelling in ways that like you probably couldn't even quantify.
Yeah, and like world building, everything.
So kind of touching on like just the legacy of Tolkien. Like we you know bring up D&D and like how just it just kind of fits right in there. Like like the ideal, like if Randy wanted to hop into D&D and I was like, okay, I've DM'd before, this is your beginner story, a good go-to one is The Hobbit.
Sure.
Just, you know, you're in a tavern, you meet this party of adventurers, you go on this thing, you slay a dragon, you save the day.
Yeah.
That's all The Hobbit is. Lord of the Rings is a story of redemption and good and evil. It's all really it is. And like, it's timeless. It's in a way, like, I don't think, like Shakespeare stuff, as primitive as it might be now, it's only that way because we used those tropes and evolved them. And even
Right.
him used stuff from this guy over here.
Yep.
Going all the way back, like the Odyssey is one of, if not the oldest stories ever told.
It's
And-
not the oldest. Gilgamesh is the oldest, I think. But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a hero's journey.
And
kinda
you
deal.
started with just word of mouth. It wasn't written down
Yeah.
until like, what, 6,000 years ago?
Yeah.
Is when it was first written down.
Well, I think it would have been 600 years ago.
I did 600 years ago.
With the printing press, yeah. Like that kind of stuff.
Well, even written down. just
Written down
like
by
on-
hand, yeah, you're right.
Because it's just wild, man. It's just wild how we've evolved. And like now, like this is most likely going to be the definitive version of these stories. Like they will
Oh,
never
yeah.
be
Yeah.
retold like this ever again. This
No.
is how they are. Because like even Star Wars, like they had the Force Awakens and there was a remake of A New Hope, but
Yeah.
like they haven't remade Star Wars.
Right.
They're not going to remake The Lord of
No,
the Rings.
that's
They
it.
probably will never remake Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'd hope not.
They're
yeah.
just because you cannot recapture that.
No.
Sure, you can do a sequel or like a soft reboot, but like
It's not going
you're
to be the
not
same.
going to make Fellowship of the Ring again.
Right.
Even if you do the Rings of Power, and now you're caught up to the point where you're going to go into that.
Yeah.
It's still not going to be this.
Yeah.
And they won't even try to be this. You can't touch it anymore.
Yeah.
There is no remaking this.
The
There
only
is
thing-
no second Mona Lisa.
You could do, yeah, exactly. You could have these extended versions, have everything he shot or whatever, and then break it up into a serial kind of once a week thing. That's
Yeah.
it. But doing it over again is a fool's errand.
You can't do it. And like we talk a lot about older movies where like I would like to see how they would remake that today, like because it's been
Like
30,
King
40
Kong.
years.
King
Right.
Kong was iconic for forever.
Yeah.
And they did make they made a King Kong in the 70s,
and then a King
that was
Kong.
okay, but it's not the same thing as the original King Kong. But his King Kong pretty much is a new version of that thing. And what else are you going to do?
There's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Unless you're literally remaking this exact same thing just with updated story, updated graphics, updated
Yeah, but King Kong
style.
really isn't even I guess storytelling wise that it's updated. But it's the same exact story.
same beats,
Everything.
same feelings, same
Yeah.
emotions, same everything. And that's what is probably so special about this is that even though Peter Jackson remade The Lord of the Rings,
Yeah, he did.
basically,
He remade it better.
the Bakshi one is still a piece of history.
Yeah, because it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
It's his vision of it. And I think I think Rankin and Bass don't so much have a vision of it as they have, this is our style and this is how we do it.
Right.
Versus there's no other, well, maybe American Pop is kind of psychedelic like that, but like Fritz the Cat is nothing like.
That's Rankin and Bass too, isn't it?
No,
no,
it's
that's Ralph
Bakshi.
Bakshi.
Yeah. Is or Fire and Ice and that kind of stuff isn't. None of them are the same. They're
No.
all kind of their own thing.
He's an artist.
Yeah.
You know?
Whereas like the Little Drummer Boy and
Frosty
Rudolph
Snowman.
and Rudolph or Frosty, they're interchangeable. You could have any of them in any of
I'm
them.
going to let you know right now that A Year Without a Santa Claus Coming to Town,
Uh-huh.
and like Jack Frost, they all can blend together.
Yeah.
They all,
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's their.
that's
thing.
their stuff.
Yeah.
But I do think they had more of a vision for The Hobbit than they did for this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because The Hobbit feels complete.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Right.
I get that it's just, one story and this is
Yeah.
part
it's a
3
lot
of a
easier
story.
to do that.
But there also felt more of a love for the world in that one than it did in this one.
Right.
But that also could just be me. But yeah, I mean, it's cinema history. You're not gonna top it. You're not gonna do
Nope.
anything better. I don't
And you shouldn't try.
really have anything else to bring up about that. How are
I
we doing
say-
on time?
Did I say about Star Trek 4?
Yeah, and how the
Or
music
did I
was the
tell you?
same.
Okay, yeah.
50 minutes.
We're at 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad. So I guess we'll end this one with, let's see here.
If you want to not read the Tolkien stuff, watch Peter Jackson's versions of all this stuff.
And if you don't have time to watch the extended editions,
Well, you know what? Pick it 30 minutes to stop at, and then you're going to pick it up right there. Because with these things, you could bookmark them and stuff. Or if you were streaming it, you could do it that too. If you want to see cool animation, watch the Baskin Lord of the Rings.
I don't think it's for everybody.
I don't think so either.
I think
Oh,
that
it's definitely not, because
the
your mother
Baskin
hates
stuff.
all this crap.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, if you have an interest in Lord of the Rings, check it out, obviously. But if you also have an interest for a visual experience
Yes,
over
definitely.
a narrative one, check it out too,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because
exactly.
it does take you on a visual trip just as much as it does on the narrative itself.
Yeah.
Like, you could probably mute this movie, right? I say this a lot too. You can mute this movie and get a different thing from it, but I do
Yeah.
feel like there's enough going on in the visuals to just sell what's going on.
Right. You put Zeppelin 4 on.
And you watch the
watch
Bashy
it.
one, and it just makes sense, man. Just makes sense. But yeah, that's all we got this week. Check us out. Sub to the Patreon, because coming up is Stranger Things. We'll be doing that on the Patreon exclusively.
Man, Stranger Things is so good.
This is my first watch through. I've never seen it before, and I'm watching it for the first time. Nothing has been spoiled for me. I obviously know the Demogorgon and the Mind Flayer and Vecna and whoever
Yeah, right, okay.
whatever coming up.
That's not really a spoiler, but
Right.
Here's the one thing I never did, because I watched it on Netflix when it came out. I never skipped the intro, because that music, that theme song is so cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. We'll probably end up doing that like episode by episode, so there won't be like super long episodes of podcasts, but like they'll be only found on the Patreon. We'll also on the Patreon, Randy, Cheese Film, and Hecubus have done the New York Times Top 100
We voted
greatest movies of all time since the 2000s, the 21st
of the
century.
21st century, yeah.
So on our Patreon, we'll be comparing our lists and talking about that, because even though the list is already out, we would like to. We'll go over ours and
Right,
kind of
right.
defend, see which ones are in common, defend our
Saw
random
a couple
choices.
Common ones,
Yeah,
common
and,
ones between you and me.
go
And
from
I
there.
only noticed that because he in a text the pictures, it was him and you that just did it, right? And I
Yeah.
said I put one in that too, and I didn't notice many of his, but I purposely didn't look. and then those pictures.
Yeah.
I know what they look like.
Yeah, you can identify them. So check that out.
Yeah, definitely check that. That's gonna be good.
Give us a like, share, and follow on all our socials. That is YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon. Anywhere you listen, we're there. We're in your homes.
Where finer podcasts are heard.
Exactly. And, we're kicking it off. Check out these upcoming episodes. The how we're going to trail out this current season is with our audience requests. We have a couple coming through, and we keep getting them, so keep throwing them at us. If you like to have a pre-watch.
Are these both requests coming up?
So from here on out, they're all requests.
Okay.
So coming up is
Awesome.
Dancer in the Dark, which is a movie I haven't seen.
I don't think I ever heard of it.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Me
and
too.
it also is coming up
We got the Final Countdown too.
Final Countdown, which is a highly recommended movie coming to us, and
I highly
Wild at
recommend it.
Heart,
Wild at
another
Heart.
David Lynch movie. We've done quite a bit of David Lynch on this podcast,
We should.
and I'm pretty proud of that.
I like David Lynch stuff. For the most
But
part.
we'll also have to do another double feature because somebody requested the sequel to a movie, and I figured if we're gonna do the sequel, we might as well do the first one as well.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
It's Dr. Phibes, the abominable Dr. Phibes. It's a old.
Did you already tell me that?
I don't know if I have it.
Oh, okay.
But we've been requested to do Dr. Phibes Rises Again, so why
Is
not
it
do them
Phibes
both?
or Phoebes?
I think it's Phibes.
Okay.
Phibes. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll watch it and we'll get back to you. So if you'd like to do a pre-watch of any of these movies, they'll be coming out in the coming weeks. Just kind of giving you a heads up because that's
Yeah.
what we like to do. We want you to join the conversation. Always like, follow, subscribe. Unsubscribe from everybody else and subscribe to only us. We'll catch you
Oh, and
next.
notifications. You got to hit that bell thing too on YouTube.
If that's there, I don't know if that's something we enable or if that's something that's already there.
It's
but
something that's always there.
then yeah, hit that bell. Bing. But check us out. I have been Cheese Film,
And Hecubus.
And Randy Official.
and this has been the one and only Grindhouse
Grindhouse
Podcast. Cheese Film out.